I'll tell, and I'll even lead this podcast on episode 68. I'll lead this podcast with just great advice that me and Aaron have learned over the years of podcasting. Is when the guest gets there,
take your pants off.
Start the
dance off, pants off. Yeah. That's how you know you're home.
But like when you start a show, like we've had a lot of guests sit down and then we talk for 10 minutes and burn like a bunch of great fucking conversation.
Yeah,
and then we're like, okay, and then roll the show, and then it's all awkward.
It's all like, oh man, hey, what's up? What's been going on? You know, and you're like, oh, dude, it's crazy.
You try to recreate it. Just fucking when the guest walks in, they sit down, and they get a little comfortable, get a drink in them, light that fire. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, but anyway, hey, let's give a quick shout out to all of our beautiful sponsors. We don't thank them enough, and we don't thank our fans enough. So thank you for everybody who supported the show over the years and years that we've been doing this, 10 years now.
And thanks everybody at Damn Jam for following us.
Yeah.
That was awesome. We picked up 25 subscribers or something.
Yeah, like
just over Damn Jam.
Yeah, a quick 30 just for the people we just made do it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So we appreciate everybody that came out to that, and we appreciate the Damn Jam for working with us. We appreciate all the people that are letting us be festival podcasters. So that shit's fun as fuck. Check us out at the ICT Festival coming up real soon. So, and we want to thank all our sponsors, Party Rockerz, that stays with us forever. We appreciate you, Kayla, and everything you do. We got a podcast coming up with her, and we got a couple surprises. I got a couple surprises for that one, so that's gonna be fun. Sacred Leaf and everything they do. Sacred Leaf and everything they do for this guy and his family in our podcast. Odell's, Kirby's, who's supporting local music all the time. Make sure you get out there.
Always has, always will.
And I feel like we're forgetting somebody, but I'll definitely check out the Alternative Voice podcast that our studio just launched with another host. We actually were on the first episode.
Last week we did that one.
And
it was on the other side of the microphone.
Yeah,
we're being interviewed.
Yeah, we were being interviewed. We were talking about local podcasting. And
she's on the other foot, hey?
Yeah, a little different. But
that's weird. I didn't like it.
But we're producing her podcast, and we're got another podcast coming up, hopefully, with Dee Dee the comedian. She's absolutely beautiful, funny lady, and I cannot wait to work with her.
Movie star, really.
Yeah, movie star. Shit, yeah.
Movie star.
She's been in fucking like 5 movies. And
that's what I mean.
I've watched a couple of them, too. They're pretty good. So check if you want to get with us, man. Anybody that's want to do a podcast, we're producing them, apparently. So get out with us, right?
Don't be afraid to reach out. I'll say that.
Yeah, and we got a lot of things coming down the pipeline for sure. We got a lot of great ideas. So make sure you stay with us. There's going to be a little teaser. We're going to introduce it before we go into something a little different going on. Over this graphic, we're going to give a little bit of a taste of Sky Village's new single.
Oh shoot!
Is going to play over this graphic. So enjoy.
Heard it here first.
Enjoy a little taste as we cut to this graphic. By EB. Whoops. But we never forget him. Honestly, he does bunch of great shit for this community. I mean, check out the list he does. Check out the 6 at 6 he does. He's doing marketing. Fucking what are those marketing like he brings a bunch of people together and they do figure out how to better do your brand and shit.
Yeah. So he did a marketing seminar.
Thank you. That's the word I was
not long
fishing
ago.
For very shallowly.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I knew it like a while back.
That's fine.
I was just kind of watching you.
That's fine.
Flounder a little
I'm
bit.
all right with it. I'm kind of all right.
But yeah, Wichita by EB, Eddie, we're coming to your next dinner party, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. We're gonna leave
John at home, but we're at least
going. We're gonna come.
We're going probably.
We're gonna class down the joint a bit, but that's all right. But anyway, here we are, Ben. Welcome to the show, sir.
That's right.
Thank you for having me.
Ben Chambers, everybody, for episode 68.
Another famous keyboardist.
No. Bass player, Thunderbird bass player, even.
Actually, I got some bass jokes if you want to hear them.
Oh, dude, you want to lead with them? Let's go.
Well, it's really just like the same joke, but with different answers. So, how many bases does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Aaron?
I'm going to say 1, and the rest of them sit around and say how they could do it better.
Wrong. Doesn't matter. The keyboard has a left hand.
Oh, shit. He's on point.
Dude, that is...
On track, even.
There it is.
Or none, because bassists never get the stand in the light anyway.
These are all good.
I
These are all
like this. I
good.
do
Or
like this.
it doesn't matter because the guitarist can do it with his teeth.
Yeah.
I like when you bassists get together. It's something magical. And speaking of bassists getting together, dude, I watched your bassist friend from them Dead Roses.
Yeah.
Them Dirty Roses. D-pants a guy straight up, and the guy almost fell down walking back to the stage at Damn Jam.
We're all cut ups.
Yeah, you guys are always fun.
We're all good.
That's why I'm always.
If someone ever comes to pants you, you have to just stand proud. That's the
Yeah.
only way to
That's right.
get. It's the only way to get out of it.
Yeah, it is. You just gotta roll with it.
Be like, finally, an excuse.
Right, because otherwise you just look like, oh no.
Well, if you take your own pants down, you go to jail.
Well, the problem is if you're
if another guy does it,
the problem is if you're moving and someone depantses you and you almost fall. It's there's really no way to look graceful in that situation.
Well, that is true.
Just hands on the hip.
Yeah, that's
In the
really
breeze.
Claim it.
Get a picture, bitches.
Air them puppies out once in a while.
All right, so Ben, get into it with us. We got Sky Village. You're also
man.
You're also the Rise Again bassist, of course.
I am. Yeah,
So
no,
everybody knows you as that. Everybody was like, "Oh, Ben's coming on. It's Rise Again." It's like, God damn it, this is my Sky Village moment.
I've been in the background for a while.
As bass players do.
Right, and for a while I was doing this blog for local music review critique sort of
Okay,
thing.
pimp that.
Right
What
on.
is the where can we find that?
Oh, that's long gone. It's
No,
gone
it's
now.
still out there.
Not doing it anymore.
No, we can still go read
It's
it.
in a cloud. It's in a cloud somewhere.
I'm also the
gonna get that- I'm
administrator
gonna get
for
that
the Music Scene 2.0 Facebook group.
Bet.
So, I'm around. I'm doing stuff. I'm just kind of background stuff. But the nice thing about Sky Village is I'm kind of stepping out of my own shadow. It's kind of this is me. This is no one else's influence. This is I get
This
to
is
have
my own project.
I get
This
to
is
have
my
my
own thing,
ideas
yeah.
pushed forward.
Yeah.
And as a bassist, you're used to being in a supportive role where you're supporting
sure.
other people's ideas.
For sure.
And
Rhythm section.
it's it's been a growth for me because
I like to see that you're coming out of your comfort zone and stepping out into the light.
I found myself approaching the concept of writing music differently because I would think bassists need to do more. Yeah, super. But then you try and write a guitar part to your own bass part, and you're like, maybe the bass should stay in its own lane.
So I've said this for a long time. Okay, so
Pull that in close. Pull that in.
Oh,
Yeah. No, pull it to you. Don't.
I got.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I
There we go.
play with Terry Quiet, and when I first met Terry Quiet, he was on a tour of Borders. He'd play all those Borders coffee shop bookstores,
Okay.
and it was him.
Oh, the Borders, the place.
Yeah.
The place. Okay.
Yeah, so he would tour the country and go to Borders to Borders to Borders to Borders.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, but it's a thing, people do that.
I would do that for money for sure.
It's like
Yeah,
a Tiny
and-
Desk concert.
Yeah, but the point of the story is that he self-accompanied himself. He was a good enough guitar player,
Yeah.
to play the bass line and the
You guys were talking about this on
yeah,
an earlier
right.
podcast.
Yeah, well,
how do you
it
do
comes up. It comes up.
So you can, it's nice to get everybody's fucking angle on this, especially
Yeah.
for the
And as a
people
bass player-
especially as us as dum dums that don't play. You don't realize that all of our audience doesn't fucking play music.
Yeah, but so when Terry brings us songs, a lot of times I'm like, okay, thanks. That's my bass line. Now you have to rewrite your entire guitar part.
It's it's a
because you can't step on it like that.
Well,
Like,
how
you're self-accompanying.
as you-
Now you have a
The
bass.
bass player is always supportive in that
Yeah.
regard, where you have to be complimentary to whatever someone else is doing.
To the melody, really, to that.
Is that
whatever
how the rhythm
is.
section works most of the times?
It can
even
be
with the drums. And
a lot of there's two types of bassists that I know about. There's someone who's supports the composition, and then there's how do you want to put it? The shittiest guitar player in your friend group that has to play bass, and he's doing too much and
The
trying.
lead bassist.
Well, I was about to unpack that backwards. How good are you guys as bassists? And a lot of times I know a lot of bassists also play drums, but how good are you guys at playing guitar? Is it?
I'm very rudimentary, man.
I'll let the audience support and figure that out because Sky
audience ain't gonna
Village.
hear me do it. Yeah.
I do everything. I do bass. I do
Oh, there you
rhythm
go.
guitar. I do lead guitar. I wrote the composition. I wrote the lyrics.
Awesome. You sang?
I wrote the lyrics.
All right. Good stuff. Good
Okay,
stuff.
maybe about 70% of the lyrics. I left
awesome.
I left room for the the featured artists to make it comfortable for them.
Okay, so you said featured artists. So is that what we're expecting on the record?
Yeah, so
is you produce all the music and you have a
Yes.
guest vocalist on
So
tracks.
I have somebody featured, a different person
I like
on
that, dude.
each song.
That sounds awesome.
And you
Yeah,
kind of
I like
help
that a
write the
lot.
lyrics to that song with them. Kind of a little bit sounds like. It's kind of it's like your project.
I left
where you
them
in-
room to like make it themselves because I don't want it to be like super strict on
Okay.
what this is.
Can I ask how this process goes? So, okay, you've got a handful of songs, and you got a bunch of different people you would like to sing these songs, and you got some lyrics for each of these songs. How does that go? Presenting that to the artist, and do you go, okay, here's what I got. Do you want to add something to this? Like, break down that process a little
So,
bit.
in my mind, I have a specific idea on what the song needs to be about. There's an idea that I'm trying to express, and I have lyrics. But if it's going to be problematic, like if they needs to change the phrasing to make it feel more comfortable,
Right.
I think that's very important because it comes out in the vocals when you're recording. If they feel uncomfortable, you'll hear it.
Of course, yeah.
So I want to give them an opportunity to kind of make it feel like it's their own as well. Like in one of the songs, I left a
Make
bridge.
it collaborative, so you make
Right.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
left a bridge completely open for vocals on one song. I left a chorus completely open for for them to have their own input, and then I left a verse open for a different song, just so they can,
It was space to grow. I mean, that's. I mean, I
Right,
think that's a
right.
beautiful. I mean, that's. I think that's kind of you as a bassist showing there. Like, here's a little spot for you to. I'm not taking over everything. Here's a little space for you to be you too. There.
Yeah.
So, what I want to ask is what I was writing down here is when you write the guitar and the bass and the lead guitar and have someone do the vocals, and you make this track, then how do you perform that live? Do you have to like hire people to play it with you, or do you?
So this
how's that work?
project is probably
Yeah.
going to be 100% digital only.
So not live. Yeah.
Right, and it's a double-sided sword because there's a lot of benefits here. I can explore any genre I want. I can explore to accompany any person really
Yeah.
I want, and I'm not limited by that in any way. If I'm just putting it up online.
That sounds fucking awesome.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, I can't perform this live unless I bring, 30 people or something like that,
Well, you at least
Yeah,
have to pay
yeah,
like
yeah.
3 or 4 people at least.
Well, yeah,
Different vocalists
'cause
on
you,
each
you could
song.
probably play the tracks, but you're gonna have to like make performance tracks that
Oh.
embrace live performers and
Okay, so say
Yeah,
so
yeah.
say you're an artist like him, and he has tracks with different vocalist artists that you paid for to be on, or however that works. So how can you could like DJ that live, couldn't you, and play live?
yeah, you
Well,
could do a lot
Well,
with
you
it.
could have a
but-
drummer and a DJ and a fucking bassist and a guitarist and like do it all together. That'd be fucking cool, right? Am I crazy?
I'm sure there's a way that you can like figure it out to do it, but that's kind of not really the point because I feel like I have Rise Again for my live performance.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, fair
But
enough.
I have Sky Village.
For something that you can put together.
It takes a village, to raise a child. So let's just build some community here, and I can
Yeah, I dig that.
I can make a single with literally anybody I want to.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah. Call me up.
And you guys,
Call me up.
and you guys
Let's
are
go.
doing that in Jason's place, right?
Yeah, that's right. So I tracked everything at Magnitude with Jason. Jason is amazing.
Oh
You-
yeah, shout
love
out to
Jason,
Jason.
man, yeah.
He was
Former
he
guest
was
of the show.
very
Can't wait to have him back. I think
he
he's
was
going to come
very
back with
supportive.
Dusty. Him and Dusty are going to come back together.
yeah. No, those guys are really great too.
We talked we saw them at Damn Jam too as well. So
And it was nice kind of connecting with Jason a little bit, just because the nature of which the EP is written is kind of about a previous band's falling out, and with him and Parallax, and then him also recording and putting out his own solo music, we kind of it made sense, and it's good to have someone like that in your corner that really gets what the
So
project
you guys
is
clicked.
about.
You guys
Yeah.
clicked. You guys
Oh, yeah.
found a nice even
and
plane.
he's also featured on the guitar on the first track.
Oh, you're a
Great guitar player,
Oh
yeah.
shit! Come on, a great guitar player for sure.
Yeah. So, and that's it's been a journey, emotionally, just getting through the project. And
How long did it take?
oh man, okay.
So when
So,
did
I have
you-
a
when did-
I have a
So
I have a
what-
story. I
well,
have a
what-
story.
what's
I
the-
have some context here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do a little
yeah.
context. I mean, give us some background on it. We got nothing but fucking
right,
time.
so
and
imagine-
booze. We got nothing but time.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you got an empty glass.
I am falling behind.
Yeah,
my
give
friend.
him a little snip. Give him a little whiskey.
I'm a
snip.
little superstitious. Never cheers with an empty glass.
Well, you never should cheers and not take a drink too. The people that like cheers and then just set their shit down, it's a little condescending.
I got you.
We got engineers for that.
We don't
So-
need a lid, buddy.
We got bass players for that, but normally,
Thanks. Your glass is your sincerity, and it should never be empty.
well, you don't drink alone.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, let me tell a small story here. Imagine this is January 2020.
Yep, I remember it.
So my wife gets laid off. Oof. And then, because of various different health issues, is unable to go back to work. And I have a band that's trying to release an EP in March at Barleycorns.
Rise again.
No, this is
Different
this is a previous band, NGNK.
You know that?
Yeah, I do actually.
So that band had an EP that was going to be released in March of 2020. And you'll never guess what happened in March of 2020. Shut down.
All the COVID.
Yeah,
that,
so
that was the shelter at home kind of orders.
yeah, so
Was that when it really hit?
our
Yeah.
show got canceled and we ended
it.
up having to do a soft release. But then, everybody kind of went into isolation after that. And the band, for various different reasons, ended up petering out.
Hi, Jeff. It's a podcast. I mean, fuck, dude. Why not
So-
announce it?
Well, he's not on camera. So.
Well, fuck off.
I
Jeff
think,
was in here and everybody knew something
yeah,
weird.
you just should have came
Everybody
in.
on the
Hey,
podcast
everybody.
knows something weird went down right then. So let's address it.
We'll just handle it like Pee Wee. Just
Oh.
hey, everybody.
Hey,
I'm here.
shout out to Paul Rubens. Hey, Paul Rubens is great.
My bike.
Yeah, mecca lecca high, mecca high ho.
Do you think his funeral had like a secret word?
Well, can we just all take a sad moment for the day he got caught jerking off in a fucking Playboy cinema? That's the day Pee Wee Herman died.
Hey, we all have like our moments, right?
Yeah,
and this
sometimes
just
you pull
got
your
like
dick out.
publicized.
Sometimes you pull your dick out and you're famous.
Yeah.
He came back.
Look, he's a human. He has needs.
But anyway, after all that, let's get back to Ben's.
All right. So around September-ish, we just
It
kind of
hits
make
and we're
it
doing shit. We can't
Yeah.
do nothing now.
It's just like forget about it. And the man
Get
kind
the
of just
fuck out of here.
yeah. So we kind of fast forward a little bit into around, I want to say April, whatever spring is,
March
of 2021.
Just months
April, March.
wasted.
I decided to go back because NGNK's name before like member change and whatever was called Sky Village. That was
So that's pulling back to an
so
original.
Sky Village was a previous band that had like had two singers and it had like this different lineup, right? And then you kind of switched up the lineup and wrote new songs. Then we called it NGNK.
What's NGNK? Like what the fuck? Is
Okay,
that?
so that's an acronym for No Gods, No Kings.
Okay. I don't mind it.
It's
I
a
like it. Yeah.
I liked it less until I heard what it stood for. Now I
Right,
like
right.
it more.
Right.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I decided to go back and retake the old name and use it for my own purposes. So bada bing, bada boom, here I am writing my own music that was never accepted in NGNK, and I get all of the control.
Nice.
But that means I don't have any of the support to fall back on. So that's
Yep, there's the thing.
You get to do it yourself.
There's the
yeah.
yeah.
The good news is you get to do it yourself. The bad news is you got to
gotta
do it yourself. And
sometimes you get what you ask for, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of it makes you guys step up as you musicians when you do that.
Absolutely, and that's kind of like my story. Is it's
Thank you, sir.
it's a curious thing, the things you'll learn in isolation.
Well, I always to take a quick minute when I
Self-reflection.
when
and all
I
that.
right?
when I saw COVID hit, and what I was hoping for, and which I kind of think it did happen, is I was going to go. I went, wow, not only does it suck that none of the musicians can travel and make any money right now, but wow, they're all going to sit in their fucking basement and give us a bunch of fucking good
They're going to
music.
write. They're
Yes.
going to be
So-
creative.
So, I go as a pure connoisseur
Yep, I felt
of
that
music
too.
and just a consumer of music. I was going, wow, we might get like 3 or 4 years of great music because these motherfuckers are stuck at home just writing,
man.
going crazy. I'm sure it's killing them because I know it like harnesses your spirit a little bit because you want to go out and test your shit and all that stuff. But I was like, man, all these great artists are just stuck at home writing.
Right.
Stuck at home writing. I was like, this is gonna be something good.
I had grandiose visions, man. Because I heard on the news that everybody over 70 was super susceptible to this, and I was like, Congress could shift hands within a week.
God, we wish.
I was
Yeah,
like,
Just
oh,
put term
man.
limits. Term limits. Vote for term
They
limits.
had too much money.
Can
They
we
were
vote
old.
for term
They were
limits,
old,
please?
But they had money. That's
God,
the problem.
yeah.
We're not going to do political things too much. Please vote for term limits. Get the fuck out of here. We need you to get
No,
the
Right
but-
choice
no,
out
but
of
voting.
here.
Right choice voting.
But that's what I heard when the news was like, yeah, man, all these old people, they can't really take this. I was like, oh shit, man, we fixing to turn Congress over.
Yeah, but them old
Let's go.
motherfuckers in Congress going to get the antidote like nobody's business.
Well, they was injecting bleach apparently.
They're going to jam you with ivermectin up the asshole until you turn into a horse. That's all. We gonna get
I got the
banned.
vaccine
We gonna
7 times.
We're going to get banned for this.
Yeah.
We got to get off this.
Cancel culture.
So anyway, Sky Village was like a previous. Where did the Sky Village name come from? Because it seems to have circled back.
It has. I've given it meaning that wasn't initially thought of when in the time it was thought of. But I really like the idea of Sky Village as a name because, Wichita is my hometown. That's the air capital of the world.
Kind of a Sky Village.
And I also, there's 2 quotes that are like African mythology sort of tidbits.
Nice.
And then I really thought that they hit home with me when it came to how I viewed, the music scene and how it's a community, and that's, it takes a village to raise a child. But there's a second one that's sadly equally as true, and a child that is unaccepted by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth.
Yeah, I knew the back end of that quote.
Yeah.
I don't know if I quoted that right, but
You
you
were
get
close.
the
You were close enough.
yeah. So
It's inclusive. That's what I like about what your messages. I feel like with
I
the Sky
feel
Village.
I feel like it's really important sitting here now to understand that there are people in your life, whether it's your personal life or in the music scene or just any sort of community, that won't really be in your corner. They won't support you back even though you support them. But you got to find the right people who are going to help push you forward. And I think that's really important. And that's kind of what I think that's what Sky Village is about.
That's what you're about.
There's a lot of that. Now, I'm going to go one further on you, and what it seems like to me is that people want supported in the ways that they see support. You know what I mean?
You got to put a definition on support. What is support?
If support for you is me coming out to your shows, man, I'm a busy motherfucker, and
Right.
and
Yeah.
when I don't have to
Yeah.
be out, I don't be because I'm trying to be with my kid right
We
now.
buy
I'm
the
trying
merch,
to
though.
Well, but
We buy a
you see what I'm
t-shirt.
saying? You see what I'm saying? It's
you
like
can't-
everybody's
you can't take it
situation is different,
personally.
and how people take their support is how they take their support. That's how they perceive it.
We give you this platform,
I can
too.
be.
It's a lesson that
support
you
is
can
this.
only
I
learn
can be in the
by
background.
being involved.
I will tell you that our support is this.
I can be
What
in the
we're doing right
background.
now.
I can
This
be in
is
the
our
background,
support.
selling your name to festivals. Like you need to call these motherfuckers because they're
why you're the
slaying it.
goat.
They kill it.
We're trying.
So you need to call these guys. Like I can be in their corner giving festivals their name.
Yeah, giving
But
everybody
because
shout-outs.
because I don't come out to a show.
I
don't support
Hey man, we
nothing,
come out to
you
shows
know?
too. I ain't gonna
There's
lie.
plenty of ways
Yeah.
to
I ain't gonna
support
lie.
somebody for free.
Yeah,
Well,
there is.
I will tell you a like and subscribe and a share and the biggest one is one that's been going around this week.
Feature in a song.
Feature. Oh shit! And a big one is what you do is you just go to our page of your friends and go to invites and then click invite all your friends to that page. You'd be surprised if we get 4 of the 900 friends that we're happy. We're happy to just grow.
If I got
little bit.
4 friends off of your share, I'll give you Yallapalooza tickets right now.
I just lost headphone.
What?
What?
Did he come unplugged a little?
I'm back.
Hey.
There it is.
Did I come unplugged a little?
You did.
How did I come unplugged from
Man, you got a bungee?
No.
You don't have one of these cool bungee ones?
If you touch, so you unplugged me just to fuck with me.
Yeah, maybe I did that.
That's all right.
Maybe I did.
But I'm
I
just
do that?
saying, like guys, like he's saying,
I don't think I did
and
that.
I want to reiterate what Ben just said. There is a lot of ways to support all the bands and groups around. Even if it's not
That's it.
your bag, man. Even if it's not your bag, we need the infrastructure like that. Me and Aaron are trying to help build here, where we got big ideas just like everybody else does. Like we need help. So the thing is, liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. You'd be surprised that a comment is worth 10 likes. You don't even realize the algorithm.
Algorithm hard, yeah.
Yeah, you don't realize.
In Wichita, man, it's not a problem of zero talent. We have talent pouring out of our cup.
Guys,
that's not a
Guys,
problem.
I sat at the Damn Jam and watched.
It's never been that way.
Watched the bottom tier of 2 days of a huge corporate festival that those people got paid a lot of money, and when we have just as talented artists in this town as what I'm watching.
We have
That's what I
amazing
saw.
talent. That's
That's what I
not our
saw.
problem, guys. It's not our problem. Where our problem lies is in infrastructure.
And support.
And so,
We need to support each other.
Define support.
John's on the
infrastructure
mic.
and support. Here we are back in the circle, right? No, what I'm talking about is that we don't have solid booking agents that have a regional connection.
Solid promo.
We don't have
solid promoting
we don't
companies.
have management. We don't have promotion. We don't have record labels. We don't have distribution here.
Well-
we don't have things that matter as an infrastructure for a music scene.
Record labels are mostly just like a bank for bands anyway.
But I think we need the
Yeah.
talent agencies and the promotion companies that really would bring us all together as a community and make this all work. We have a bunch of talent here with Midtopia, with everything that's going on at Jason Khaled's stuff.
There is a
everything
lot.
everything that's going
Humble
on.
Greatness.
Everything that's going on at Humble Greatness. Everything that's going on at Ballistic.
NLR.
Yeah, everything that's going on.
the
New Life
Dodge City
Records.
stuff too.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, Hugo
see,
down
we,
there.
we can,
Dude.
yeah, with Hugo Hernandez, great man. Another
Orlando's
shout
on this song that we're going to show.
Best.
out. There you go.
You see what I'm saying?
So,
There
like,
is a community.
so we all
There is a
already
scene.
like each other. The thing is, we
There's
all
already a
already
scene.
like each other. All these people we're talking about have done this show and say the same shit. We all sit here and say the same shit to each other. And we need to start doing shows together and start collaborating with each other and bringing a real talent agency and real promotion to this town so we
Yup.
can all fucking make some money off this shit. Because y'all worth it. I'm sitting here looking at
There's real
talented
talent here.
artists.
There's real
There
talent.
I'm sitting here
There
looking
really
at
is.
talented artists as
Very
just-
real talent
as
right
the
here.
dumb guy that is in the stands. I'm sitting here watching. I was like, why can't Wichita make this work right? Why are they going to Nashville for talent when we have just as good a talent at the damn jam that we could get from here?
Right.
You know, you gotta filter out some of the toxic people in the community from the people who give their support a little
And
bit
that's
more
where
freely.
the support comes in.
Yeah.
We need to support each other so that we all win.
Speaking of which, shout out to my guys at Rise Again because they were super supportive of me. It is night and day because I kind of went from a band that was toxic and burning me out, and I felt like I was like the one horse pulling the carriage,
Keeping it all
and-
together. It's like you had to dad the shit.
And in Rise Again,
Bass players.
there's no
typically.
carriage, all horses, and that's something you can't buy with money.
Let's give a full shout out to that whole entire group. Give everybody in
Dusty
there.
Grant too, and his group.
Yeah, you guys play
no
with
shit.
Dusty Grant. So who's going to give the? You got to give a full shout out to all the names in that group. That's all you. Because I will fuck them all up.
Yeah, I don't even know who's playing over with you guys.
You have to do it. Put you on the spot.
Oh no! Oh
Who's
no.
all in Rise? Who's all in Rise Again?
Oh, Rise Again. Sure. Yeah.
Give a shout out to the whole band.
So there's Bwana, there's Shane, there's Eric from Salina, me, of course, and who am I forgetting? Jeremy, or Jerome as I call him.
So,
Surname.
so you guys are. Do you guys? So let me.
Did I say Bwana? I said
Yeah.
Bwana, right?
Bwana.
Yeah.
First,
so
let's
let,
do.
Bwana first,
let's
yeah.
break. Let's
Bwana's
break this down a
amazing.
little bit. So you guys.
He deserves to be mentioned twice.
She's awesome. God, she's awesome. So
Two of those members are in Dusty Grant.
So yeah, like how does this all work? Let's break it down. You guys are kind of the band for Rise Against, kind of the band that works with Dusty Grant quite a bit. You have your own music too as well, and you're doing Sky Village. So what is break down the whole like
With,
separation with all between all this?
No days off.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
Rise Again is currently writing new music. They've kind of been on hiatus for a while. But if we can just swing back to April of 2021, where I start up Sky Village, it's around, I want to say November 2021 that I join Rise Again. And it's kind of weird where I've already dedicated myself to starting up this new project, and I'm figuring it out. But then I join Rise Again, and I'm going through this healing process almost. And joining the camaraderie of this group, and that's been super helpful for me.
So when you join that group, do you just kind of get handed this is the bass parts and this is what I got to do?
I mean, that's kind of the nature of the game when you're joining a pre-established band. That's like
Is that how it works for you too?
Yeah.
Do you get a little bit of room to fuck with it, or is it?
Yeah, no, I've changed some songs a little bit, but not for the most part. No.
They always tell you like, yeah, man, you got all the room in the world,
But it's
better.
like, play
You
this.
kind of know better. You're like,
All right.
Look, man.
That's kind of what I thought. I just
It's
wanted
like there's 4 of these motherfuckers. They've been here for like a long time.
Sometimes this is how the song goes.
But like you kind of go,
now he's trying,
they've been here a long time.
Now it's getting whiskey. Now it's getting whiskey in this
Starting
place.
to be.
Give John, you want a snip?
Sure.
Give John a little snip.
Hey, you want to know what I've been doing? You mix it with J-Mo.
You're putting Jameson inside the apple crown?
Hey, like
That is shit. That is
No.
gangster shit I've heard in a week.
No.
It cuts down
makes
the sugar.
sense.
It
I was
cuts
about to
down the
say, yeah,
sugar.
because Canadian whiskey
Yeah.
is super sweet. And,
Right, that's what I mean. That's sweet.
And it's flavored too, so it's extra sugary.
You ready? Are you ready?
No,
All right,
I am not ready for that. You want?
Wait, you gonna put water in your whiskey?
No, he put Jameson in his whiskey.
Well,
You need to coffee it up a little bit.
gotta settle it down. a little bit.
Listen. Canada is great. Irish is
I love
great.
Canada.
Tennessee, okay, that's
You just
whatever.
smoked a
But
cigarette with
get
a
out of
dab
here
in
with
your
that
mouth.
Kentucky stuff. No.
No, the Kentucky stuff. That's good.
This is why I love podcasts. This is why I love him right here because of this. But so you're starting really kind of Sky. It sounds like Sky Village and all this comes on at one point all together. And
He's
you're kinda-
trying to get back on track.
So
Well, I'm trying to make it an interview still
Sky Village.
because I actually liked his song that he sent us. Like, can we put the whole
good
song?
tune. It's a
Can
good
we
tune.
put the whole song at the end?
Oh yeah, please do.
Okay, so here we go. You got a little taste. We got a
Yeah.
little taste at the very end of this episode. Only if you listen to the end of this episode.
The Aaron and Austin
If you
show is
skip
where
to
you
the
go
end-
for the early release of the song and also
That's
the
right.
context. And everyone
Oh,
knows
shoots.
context is for kings.
Boom. Do we do real shit on the Aaron and Austin show? We con artists. We get them drunk into releasing their albums on our show.
there's,
Edit that out. Edit that.
There's,
out for
there's only
sure.
5
Like,
tracks
shit, I can't
on
have
the
that.
on the EP.
Knowledge is
But the intro and the outro track are instrumental. And like
That's
no
all
vo-
you too,
Yeah,
on
no
both
vocals.
those
So
tracks.
well, no. Jason's on guitar on the intro track,
Nice.
and I have Scott
Can,
Spriggs.
can we, if you would like, I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna say it right here. If you would give us a couple clips of those instrumentals only, we would run them on the graphic for the next month or so. No problem.
Oh yeah.
If you want us to. If you want us to. If you want us to.
After the release.
After the release.
Yeah.
Whenever,
Okay.
whenever the release comes. Not. I mean, not.
He's
pre-
got to check with his management.
No, whenever. Okay, so
graphics are only about a minute long at most.
Yeah.
So it's just a snip.
Just a
Okay.
snip. Just
Okay.
a snip. Just a
Okay.
snip. I'm not talking about putting the whole song out there, but I would love to just use Sky Village as our graphics music for
Be
like
cool.
a month.
That'd be fun.
Why not? I love that you're passionate about it. Why the fuck not? I think
Yeah,
it sounds like
time
a
to come up with anything new anyway.
Since you asked so nicely.
Exactly. You're welcome. You're welcome, John.
Thank you.
But I think it'd be fun, and again, I'm always looking for new. And I want to start doing this. I want to and it makes it easier on our engineer, just like as we had made a joke for. But literally, why not all of our graphics and any artist that's on, we give you the graphic and we give you the end of the show. It's kind of like what we were doing when we started at Muse.
Yeah,
anyway,
I think so.
Where we were doing live performances, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna bring it back to you. I'm gonna bring it up right now. And if you would like to do this even too with even Rise,
we're getting there.
with even Rise Again or even Dusty Grant, the Aaron and Austin show, Dusty Grant would be great for this.
You're giving it away, but
I'm giving it away. You ready? You ready? I'm giving it away.
Give it away.
The Aaron and Austin show are going to try to present and promotion here in this building. We're going to do it 2 times. We're going to do a podcast that's broadcasted into the venue downstairs. That we're
You can
selling
see
tickets
all
for.
our camera angles.
So we're gonna do a show and then a show.
So you have like a live studio
Live
audience.
People will be downstairs watching us on a big
Live
screen.
the podcast, and as we leave the podcast, we follow you down to the stage downstairs, and then you perform.
You perform for the people that
man.
are there.
How fun is
We
that?
live
can
stream that
live
out,
stream
but we're gonna
It's like
take
Conan
about.
O'Brien.
We're
yeah.
gonna take like 2 songs for us.
Yeah.
On the show.
Yeah.
But we'll live stream the rest of the
How
show.
fun does it sound to go from interview to concert straight downstairs?
Oh man.
I mean, I think it's
Could be cool, right?
the Aaron and Austin show presents is coming soon. I'm releasing it now. Too excited. Fuck off.
No.
That's how you get on
At
TV.
that point-
that
at
is a
that
TV
point-
idea.
At that point, it's Aaron and Austin presents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just
Giving you presents.
We're just
Presents.
giving you
Presents.
Presents from
Giving you presents.
So I mean, how fun would it be to interview you guys, or even if you get an accumulation of Sky Village that you want to do for yourself, or even Rise Again, or even Dusty Grant and Rise Again, you guys come in and do a show. We can have you downstairs broadcasting live to your fans. Then we follow you downstairs from here to you performing live, and we can record that live and give you
Yeah.
those fucking recordings.
I'm a mimical.
Amicable.
Amicable. I'm amicable to that, but I'm not like the top sayer of Rise Again, you know. So
Well, I know.
Well, there you
my
go.
people will get with your people.
I know, but I know the bassist can make it happen.
Yeah.
If I can sell the
Right.
bassist,
The bassist.
if I can sell the bassist, then I can sell it. I can sell the whole note. Because the
we're
guitar
glue.
players are
We're the
halfway
glue.
dumb, and we just got to
They
keep
just want to
control.
show off.
See, he's a guitar player,
No,
and
but-
with a mic.
Bass players, we ain't even gonna say nothing. We just give a look like.
Or, no, especially with drummers, you just give them a look and then just like they kind of know, you know, you gotta be there.
Yeah.
Dude, so when it comes to the road with a band, do you guys really get clicky? It's you and the drummer versus the world, the bassist and the drummer.
Sometimes.
That depends
It
on
depends
what
on how the band's playing.
I can see it in your eyes that it's
it
real.
depends
on how the
on
band's
what
playing.
does the bass serve in that band, because like, you know, if you're gonna have a bass that has more, you know, more to say, so to speak, in the song, you got to have a guitarist that knows how to back off, and that's
Right.
interesting, and that's a different conversation all in itself.
Do you guys talk about that? Is that a thing where you guys have to be like, hey man, like give me the fucking?
Well, like
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
imagine
how does that go?
You can't have conflicting melodies. You know, you got to have
Yeah.
the main and then the support. And
a
if
fucking
there's
line to where your rhythm section or melody.
sometimes you can have a counter melody. Ooh, that's a word. And
Just shoot your
like,
pants out there,
but
John.
you can't have that all the time.
Right.
But at the same time, like you can have like a bass that plays the exact same thing as the guitar, and you can do that for emphasis. But if that's like, I don't know, all the time, every time, you really just have 2 guitarists, and one of them's playing bass.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how does the dynamic change when you add a couple of guitarists? It
Okay.
seems to me-
Okay.
it
Well,
seems
you
to
have
me
to find your place, man.
It seems a little weird when you have like the rhythm and the lead guitar. And when you have those 2 guitars, how does that really change what the bassist does then?
Everyone's got to have their own lane.
I've been waiting.
Yeah.
I've been really waiting for this question.
Yeah.
For you and for both of
Let-
you guys,
let-
and for
let him
really
take it.
2 really good bassists in this group. I really wanted to like when you
Let
got
him take
2
first
guitarists.
response.
Now we have 2 fucking guitarists. Now what the
Yeah.
fuck do we do now?
So you really got to have your own lanes. You can't be
That's
in
right.
each other's lanes. And if you are going to be in each other's lanes, you got to be damn well sure that you're going to be like locked in. And you know, if you're going to have 3 guitarists, 4 guitarists, 6 guitarists, like whatever it is, they all need to have like a purpose. right? So like someone could be something doing really airy and like heavy, drowned in reverb. That's fine. That's basically a keyboard. And you can have somebody who's doing like some rhythm, like the singer is going to do, and you can have someone who's doing lead, provided that it's not conflicting with the vocals. And you can have someone who's doing a baritone guitar, who's doing stuff that's super bassy, provided that.
But I want both of you bassists to explain to us a little bit, as dum-dums, what it's like with, because to me it's like, okay, why do you need the lead guitars and the rhythm guitars? Is there just certain songs that need that much fucking guitar?
Metaphorically speaking, imagine that you have like a friend who's like standing up in front of the crowd and he's got something to say. You got to back that guy up. So
fair enough.
You do whatever you need to do. It's not your show. It's
You make
his
him
show.
sound good.
You're going to make him.
Well, why is there not a
sound good.
bass? Why is there not a bass, rhythm bass, and a bass backup?
Playing bass is a humble
not
role,
real.
which is
So
why
why is it real
you
on the
can't.
guitar and not on the
You can't have ego.
It's
in
the
that.
most important thing.
The guitar is.
No, the bass.
Well, why is there?
I think the bass is the most important.
So why is there never a band with two bassists, but there's a band with two guitarists? That's what I'm really asking.
Because it
That's
only
what-
takes
if we're-
one bass player.
if we're really-
We're all superheroes. You can't have two in the same.
I love that answer.
A good bassist is a butler who knows when to be there and when to be
and knows how to manage the
and
whole band to
knows
be right
how
where he's
to
supposed
go,
supposed
knows
to
how
be.
to like fuck off.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
You can't just be like hovering around like awkwardly waiting for your time. You know what I mean?
I'll take it when I need it, man. Watch. Like I play in 3-piece bands a lot. And in a 3-piece band, I have the guitar player, and I'd rather put him in a lead, like shredding out
you
kind
can
of
tell
role.
the story.
So that means that I now play my bass like a rhythm guitar, big ass chords, slightly overdriven. I ride
the
my
space.
gain knob up.
Fill the space.
Yeah, I ride my gain knob up a little bit in a 3-piece. So that
Even
if I dig
See,
in,
this is why I love this.
Even when you EQ, like
See, I
if you're
love
going to
this.
have like a guitar that's going to have like low mids,
Right.
then you need to cut the low mids from the bass, and you need to have bass and high mids. Or if the
So is
guitar,
that- so
and
you-
now
you need-
I'm bass and
so they're asking you to
rhythm
fill
guitar.
in a little bit. Basically.
that's what a
You're
bass
supposed
does.
to fill the
Everybody's supposed
spots.
to.
Well, so how do you? So then I will now parlay this question into how do you coincide with the drummer and filling in? Because aren't you both filling in?
All right, so the drummer, when he hits his kick drum, I'm
I
supposed
got
to
good
play,
basis questions.
I'm supposed to
motherfucker.
play a note.
Yeah. The
When,
kick drum,
when he hits his kick drum,
the kick
I'm
drum
supposed to play a note.
emphasizes the bass part.
John, God damn it, John, let the bassist speak.
The kick drum emphasizes the bass part.
he's
It,
not wrong.
it
He's not
depends
wrong.
on
He's not
what
wrong.
the bass serves as. Because if you
Yeah.
look at bands
There's
like
some funk
Rush,
stuff we can do.
whenever Rush, the Rush bass, that's very melodic
Fine.
sort of, bass part, and it's very a
Oh, yeah.
prominent
Well,
bass
yeah, it is.
part.
It's like right there.
So, or even like Primus.
Yeah.
Any band that's
He's a
going to
lead
be
bass player.
prominent in with the bass, you have to understand that the guitar takes a different role
Right.
in the band
Right.
when
Well,
the bass does.
Well, I
that.
feel like the bassist is always navigating what to do with the guitarist and the fucking drummer at the same time. It's a fucking balance.
We're the glue. We're the middle ground.
So I would say bassists are the best musicians in every band.
I agree.
It's very situational. A bassist,
John Paul Jones.
a bassist has to be able to read the room and know,
You have
how
to
to
be
keep
more,
it cool.
I feel like you. Now, let's not say best. Let's say you have to be a very.
I'm pretty eclectic myself.
You have to
though.
be a very adaptable musician to play the bass.
I agree. I can stand behind this.
Is that where it's really?
You have to be a basic bitch.
But isn't everybody like, if you think about music as food, in the way that you like consume
Okay.
media, okay?
I like where this is going.
You can't like, oh sure you might love pizza, but if you ate it a month in a row, you fucking hate
That would
pizza.
suck.
100%.
So like, even genres, people who listen to genres like that don't necessarily mix well, like hardcore and country. You can listen to country music and you can listen to hardcore music, and you can find beauty in both of those things.
Find things that you appreciate.
Those
Oh
like
my
listen.
God,
I don't
let's-
have to
let's
eat
send that-
tacos
let's
and
send that-
pizza.
Right, right.
I
I
can
am going to
have.
send this beacon into the world. What Ben just said. Please let me reiterate. You can find beauty and talent in every genre of music. I don't care
That's
whether you
right.
like it
You're
or not.
goddamn right.
There are beautiful musicians in every single genre of music, whether it's your bag or not. Other than karaoke, I will not support that bullshit.
And cover bands.
I'm a
cover
chef.
bands.
Cover
I'm a
bands.
chef, so to speak. So I have
Can we
my
put it out
own
there? Can we put it out there?
culinary.
Are we gonna, should I not? I'm not okay.
I have my culinary classics
almost
that
went there.
I'm drawn to, but I'm not gonna I like Italian, but I hate Mexican food.
Yeah, dude.
You know who does
Oh my
that?
God,
Who draws
right?
lines in the
Who
sand
does
like
that?
that?
Who does that?
Who draws lines in the sand like that?
People that I cannot trust.
I will tell you. I spent a weekend at the Damn Jam, which was a very country-driven,
Well,
fucking.
day one was for sure.
The whole entire show, other than Yellow Wolf, was a whole country show.
No.
Name a non-country artist other than Yellow Wolf that was there.
Ben Chapman.
He was a country artist.
He played fucking Grateful Dead.
Yeah, but just because
He
that's
played
what he
like
played,
fucking like.
just it was a country concert, man.
played like
Ben
meters,
just trust me,
man.
it was a big country concert.
Yeah. Trust
was
the
a-
jock about
Blanco Brown
music.
did that trailer trap. That was fucking cool.
Well, his biggest song is a country song called "Get Up."
But trailer trap. So like still
Yeah.
leans to country.
All country,
Right.
All country.
He was good though.
Oh, so amazing! I'm not gonna.
Fantastic voice.
Again, a shout out to Blanco Brown for walking all the way down to our. We didn't even get him a cart. We didn't get him shit.
the man.
Yeah.
He walked
He was
all the
amazing.
way fucking down to our fucking lodge and did an interview. Thank you for that.
Boss man said he was gonna go get him, and I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other people trying to take credit.
And then
for
he
that.
did it, man.
Yeah, Boss Man. Thank you, Boss Man, for
He
making that.
comes through.
Thank you, Boss Man, for making that.
Boss
up.
man walked him down there, and I was
So-
like, oh,
This is probably the most philosophical podcast you guys have ever done. Am I right?
really? You were there?
I don't know, man. I don't even remember half the ones we've done. Is this the first one?
You know, funny story. I was listening to the Stephen Shields one earlier
nice.
today,
Okay.
and I was kind of like, oh man,
Steven was a
he's
good
doing a
interview.
bunch of stuff that I'm doing.
Hey, bass players, bro. I'm telling you,
I'm not gonna lie. I love
bass players were all in there.
I'm
We're all
not gonna
doing
lie.
shit.
One of my favorite things to have on, all jokes aside, is the rhythm section. Man, the bass players and the drummers are fun. They're fucking fun. We just sat with the Dirty Buttholes, and then their rhythm section comes on and blows the top off of it.
Yeah.
Didn't they? In the Damn Jam episodes, you go watch them Dirty Buttholes. The first, great. They're handsome guys.
Okay.
They're
And
not
then
dirty
there's
butthole.
That's a great
They're
name.
handsome
Can I
guys.
just say?
Them dirty roses. Is
Oh,
what they
them
was.
Dirty Roses. Oh, I'm not announcing them on stage. I call them whatever the fuck I want.
No, you see enough buttholes, you get the rose analogy.
This rose buttholes.
Yeah,
It's rosy
you've seen
buttholes.
enough.
Them dirty
you know.
balloon nuts.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, there you go.
lean a little closer and you'll see those roses
So-
that smell like poo.
I'm gonna bring it back to actual real fucking interview-ish.
Oh God.
So we got Sky Village is gonna release. I'm not gonna lie. I have got to hear this thing already. So fuck off.
Nice.
All of us.
Oh,
me,
man.
Aaron, and John have heard this single already.
But I've been listening to it for a while now.
So we're gonna do a little teaser on the graphic. We're gonna have the full song at the end of it. But how many songs do we got on the LP coming out? 5?
Five
Five
total
songs.
tracks.
So when is that happening? When is the full LP dropping? When are we gonna get the whole taste of this motherfucker?
So, funny story. When I contacted you guys for this interview, I was kind of sitting on the completed fully mixed songs to be like,
yeah.
okay, when should I release this? I know.
On the Aaron and Austin show.
Yes.
Well, I thought okay, I'm gonna see what I can do as an interview.
That's why I love
and
this
then
guy.
release it a week later. And then so August 10th is the official
All right.
release date. But
Of
you
the
guys,
LP?
EP, yeah, but
the EP.
it is.
EP.
But you
EP.
guys
What's
get
the difference? LP,
exclusive
LP's long
exclusive
play.
song.
EP's extended play. EPs are usually like 5 to 8 songs.
Okay, tell us the difference real quick.
Oh,
Tell me.
LP long
so
play
I know
would
the
be like
history of
12
this.
songs,
So it
right?
goes back to vinyl.
Right.
So
exactly.
vinyl, like a full vinyl, is an LP,
Yeah,
long play.
That stands for long play. We
so-
don't know that. We're
But,
dumb. We don't know that.
but an
EP is
EP
extended.
is an extended play.
Okay, what's the difference?
In vinyl terms,
Well,
that's
it's
the
time, it's
smaller
time.
ones that only has one song on
Setting
each
them up.
side.
Dickhead.
So it's like a demo, almost, if you will. It's
So it's
just
like a shortened version.
just one song on each side of the
It's
the
A and B
vinyl.
side, and that's where the A and B side comes from, right? Too.
Yeah. Well, is
Single
extended
to B
play
side.
is extended from 1 to 2.
You're a 2 to 3. How about
So, but
He is.
with CDs and moving further
I-
into the future, EP is essentially a half LP. It's a half full length album.
well, I've seen EPs with like 8 songs.
I do. I do 5-song EPs.
That's wrong.
I charge $5.
Was LPs 20 songs?
So this EP is it's a passion project. And I've already started on 2 other singles. And I won't tell you who they feature.
Give us a little taste.
Mean.
I'm on one of them.
Well,
Awesome.
it rhymes with Rick Sibbs.
Nick Gibbs. Nick Gibbs is gonna be on there. Shout
Allegedly.
Out to,
Allegedly.
It's about time to it's about time to pull Nick
Such a
Gibbs
good
back
dude.
into the
We need
studio.
to get him. Seriously.
Yeah. Nick Gibbs, we love you, brother.
Next time Nick Gibbs come on my show, he's a cooking show.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Oh, we have to do the all out.
It's a cooking show. That's what I
Okay,
think.
hey, so Ben, do you have something that you make that's good? Because we're gonna do
What?
We're gonna do
Everything I make is good.
Dude,
We're gonna do a.
I say we
I
do
would
this.
say I would not gonna lie. Everything that you make musically is amazing. All the shit that you're in.
But
I'm
can
gonna
you cook?
kiss your
Have you
butt
guys
for that.
listened to NGNK?
I haven't listened to that. But I've listened to everything that's Rise Again, and I've listened
That's
to
good shit, too.
And I've been to all the Dusty Grant shows that you guys have been included in. So
Oh,
Okay.
and members of NGNK are also in Atria and
Nice.
in
and we're gonna put
Stay
links,
the Course.
links to all that in the description, baby. So
God.
where can we find all that? Let's make John work hard for it.
I'm gonna
Shut
do
up
it.
with the mic. We don't need you to say anything. Just
my
fucking
God.
put the links in the description.
Here, right here. Right over here,
Dude,
maybe.
do that one more time. Dude, can I make that as this? Where's my sound machine, John?
We gotta buy one.
You got to try
I'll
it.
pay for it.
What if I try and sound like the?
I want a fucking sound machine,
Predator.
bro. Do that noise again. No, do the fucking. Ah, dude, he's nailing that.
Yeah.
He's fucking nailing that. Dude, I need that as a sound bite. And suck lemons. You know how many sound bites? You know how many fucking sound bites I could have, dude? I need a fucking pad. I need a pad. Anyway, so
Oh, do you guys want to know who else is on the?
yeah, we want to know everything.
Yes,
We don't
yes,
give a
I
shit.
do.
We
Yes.
fucking just sit here
Ready.
and talk.
So,
forever. I mean, literally, let's keep going.
Scott Spriggs was amazing. If you don't know him or his band is Project Vela. Super awesome. And he did the
Sounds like Shitty James.
he did the mixing and mastering for and the drums. He's a drummer by trade. And he also did the instrumentals for the last track and the vocals for the third track. Or second track. Second track.
Can I
The
ask?
second
Can
track.
I when you're writing a collective like this, and you have where you're putting together the music, what is your thought process about going about who should sing these lyrics? So how do you pick the artist to sing your lyrics?
I don't want to say I'm connected because I'm not. I feel like I'm
get outta
definitely.
here.
You're connected.
Come on.
I'm
yeah, I know you.
I'm outer circle
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
When it comes
Ben.
to Wichita, there's very different scenes.
Ben, everybody loves you.
There's
Ben,
the
everybody
indie
loves you.
scene, there's the metal scene, there's like the cover scene, and like they don't fuck with each other, and it just
He's
kind
a
of
little
feels
bit right
divided.
here. He's a little bit right here. Everyone.
Yeah,
And I
right.
kind
He
of
ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
He's right.
and I feel like I'm just kind of outer circle with everything. Background. I'm a background guy.
Background talented as fuck guy. That's what I'm hearing.
Guys,
Background guys
the
usually
background guys usually are the ones making shit work.
I'm still asking. So, when you go about putting this EP together, who do you go? This is the song for it. Like, so
yeah. So
how is that thought? Because it's so to write lyrics and to pick another artist to sing those lyrics seems like a interesting process.
in my own way, I feel like the best way to support an artist is to listen to their music. And I listen to a lot of local musicians. And when I have a certain an emotion that I want to put forward, I go listen to who I like, and I'll be like, okay,
they can get me there.
this person has that energy. This
got what I
person
want.
has that voice.
They got what I wrote.
And I'm gonna, approach them and be like, I think the song would be great with your energy.
Right.
And
Are they really receptive to that most times? Pretty much.
when you approach them honestly and you give them some sort of freedom to be themselves, because that's important. because in some regard, if you approach someone and be like, hey, really want you to be person A for this.
Do this for me is kind of a shitty way.
Because then it feels like they're putting on a mask.
Yeah, like nobody wants to be like, do this for me.
I don't want the facade. I want something real. And that's what I want to capture. And for me, when I approach someone, it's because I feel like you are going to fit the energy that this song is asking for. And so I approach people that way. And if they're receptive to that, great. If they're not, you who's person B? Who's person C?
I'm waiting for the next question that I'm ready to ask you. So if you have someone sing for you, do you have to pay for that feature on their song, on your song? How's that work? You don't have to give me the full.
So
because when you
the proposition that I gave
I was setting up
the
for
artist
fucking,
I decided to pay them in ownership of the song that is split and shared. So
That's
that means
the
that
way we work,
they would
give you a percentage.
They would get a fair share.
I'd rather get paid up front.
Me too.
Straight up. And I've done it a bunch of ways.
It's a portion, though, because I still did, the bass, the guitar, the other guitar,
for sure.
most of the lyrics and the composition, and they did.
And wrote half the lyrics for this.
Yeah,
that they
so-
sang.
And if they did like the vocals, then okay, they get 1/6.
So I'm a bass player, like you are, and
shit.
I play for a couple bands, and when we record, I usually just take pay me a couple $100, do whatever you want with that.
Okay.
Because like the chances
Seems high.
of that music making me any more than $500,
I still want royalties on it, dude. Yeah, a percentage on every song.
the chances of that song going
Royalties
more
are-
than $500 on my royalties.
Okay, so can I be a
all right,
dumb?
I'm
Can I
just saying.
Royalties.
I'll take the money.
So can I be a dumb fan right now?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question. So anything that I'm on, I'm not on. But anything you guys are on are musicians, as far as bassists, as far as Rise Again, as far as Terry Quiet, all of your bands, for Sky Village, everything. So do you have a percentage in royalties for what is released? How's that all that?
I usually give up my percentage for immediate pay.
For blowjobs?
No, just for being paid for the session.
Sorry, I set that up.
I'll take an hourly. I will take an hourly pay for my time.
No.
Sorry.
I'm taking an hourly pay for my time.
What's kind of funny
so what if
for
you-
Rise Again, I've asked Bwana to have Red Bulls written into my rider for the band, and it's kind of funny because she's like, "Oh, you're too stiff on stage," and be like, "Okay, but she said 2 drink minimum before you get on stage.
Give me
I'm too
wings.
Well, I will say that I would get a couple.
I'm a Jaegerbomb guy.
Well, that we gave Ben a couple shots and he loosened up. It's our podcast trick. Look at him.
It works.
Look at his flow. Now
And-
he's,
works. and
now
I'm
look at
always
him
like-
with that smile. He's giving us full candid, beautiful smiles now.
I'm gonna say that works live on stage.
Well, I will tell any
does.
artist, whether you want to believe it or not. I don't care if you're on the Jesus train or you 12-step programming.
Jesus train.
If you are performing,
careful.
if you're on podcasting or if you're on a show, one shot, a little
Of
bit
Rumplemans.
just a little snip will loosen you up and make you a better
there's-
performer. I don't want to say that alcohol is amazing, but it is.
I don't think it's the alcohol. I think there's something to if you're getting ready to go on stage and it's like you as a band, it's your first time, right? If someone orders shots for the whole band, to be like, all right, guys, let's do it together. There's the ritual to it that let's do it. You get psyched about it.
I will tell you, we are on episode 68 tonight with Ben.
Jaeger bombs.
And every time that I will tell you that my genius, as far as what I've done for this podcast, the best thing I've done is made sure that everybody's done a Rumpleman shots before we start. Ben was nervous. We'll start off right now. Ben don't want to bring it up. It's at the very end of the show right now. Ben's not nervous now. He's had a few drinks. He's lost his nervousness. Everybody's nervous. I did. Even I saw Aaron and John.
Never.
You were nervous.
Nope.
Yeah, I saw you.
It's never happened.
I saw you get
Takes
a little.
the edge off.
Never
It
happened.
does.
I'm not
I will
nervous.
tell you as a performer, I don't care what it is. It doesn't have to be alcohol. So I don't want to be like pro do booze. That's not what I'm trying to
The
say.
alcohol can loosen you up, though. That's
But
the
I will
point.
say, find your
Yeah.
something that calms you. Look at this
Ben.
drink's barely hanging on. So it's,
Ben, how do we find you?
No,
Social
let's-
media?
No, let's
How
find.
do we
Where
get
are we
there?
at, John? Are we at an hour yet?
Yeah.
An hour, yeah.
Shit.
All right.
Let's
So
go for another 2.
when it comes for social,
Let's find all of Sky Village
social
and shit.
media, there's so many different
Your OnlyFans.
pick your
you
flavor.
gotta-
Pick your flavor of social media.
No,
But,
Sky Village. We're going to first.
So
OnlyFans.
the one
He's got feet pics.
I'm mostly prevalent on Facebook, just because with
Old people like you.
We're old.
Look, Facebook is only for 2. There are 2 reasons why you should be on Facebook. One is arguing politics with relatives that
And
are
talking
long
to your
distance.
friends that you grew
and
up in high school with.
promoting your band.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
There are 2 reasons to be on
only reason
Facebook,
I'm
and those
there.
are the only 2.
Our band is the Aaron Nelson Show.
I love you.
Cheers. I got a little bit left here.
I'm gonna need like a Philly cheesesteak.
Dude, well, we're not talking about food right now. We're trying to.
I'm starting to, man, because I'm pretty hungry.
Well, dude, if you're not
For
gonna
real.
have, if you don't have,
Yep.
if you don't have the food you're talking about, then
Well, I would like to have the food.
don't like tease me with Philly cheesesteaks.
I'm on
Don't tell me what not to do.
Well, tease me with. Well,
I'm on what was
just produce
Twitter.
it. I just want a fucking chili cheesesteak. Let's go. Let's go to
VC's
Forge.
got one.
Let's
Get
go to
the-
Forge.
Ben,
Get the
I love
dog.
you.
I'm
Hey.
on what was Twitter. I don't know what's called anymore.
It's that weird X shit now.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
So you have
I'm
nude
on-
content on Twitter.
No, you know what? You know.
Jackson Tizzy.
Hey, you know where?
My
Hey, let's
Snapchat
cut the bullshit.
is-
Let's cut the bullshit right here. New content is on the Aaron and Austin show. You
Nude.
check out the graphic. You check out the end of this show.
That's right.
You get the whole.
That's right.
Goddamn cut.
That's right.
And then
Support local musicians.
support Ben's new project, Sky Village. This motherfucker is reaching out. I love to see, and I don't want to make it seem like this, but I see bassists and drummers kind of get shuffled into the rhythm section, and they don't always get their creative projects brought to the forefront. So
Yeah.
it's nice to see Ben taking the
Oh,
reins and doing
you're a
his own thing.
bassist. You wrote a song. Oh, such you are.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll,
So am I
we'll look
right?
at that
I'm
later.
So that's what I like to see that as for one person as a music connoisseur and a lover of the music. I love the basses. I love the rhythm section. Those are 2 of my favorite parts of music. When I like to see those talented musicians do their own thing, that is a beautiful part for me. I love to see it because I always promote this motherfucker to sing more because he can sing like he won't believe it.
Can you really?
Oh, I want him to do the voiceovers on our podcast and shit. His voice is great. He don't want to believe the shit.
He does the vocals on our theme song.
He's an
What
amazing
can you
vocalist.
do?
And I
I
know
do everything.
And I know that you are doing the same thing. That you're doing the same thing right now. Even though, can I say one thing that I would like to present to you is I know that you're doing a lot of this music with Sky Village and you're doing a lot of the percentage of it, and you're hiring lyricists to do some of it. I would say do some of the lyrics yourself, Ben.
I
know you
did.
can do
I
something.
did.
Did you?
I did a lot of the
This is where I was going.
lyrics.
This is where I'm going.
But you're asking about vocals.
Do some vocals yourself.
Vogue. What's the difference?
I
Tell
think
me
you're
the
better. I
difference.
think you're better than you believe, and I know that. And I've been saying this to Aaron for a while.
Like,
Hey,
So
Mark
now you guys
Ribelay.
can sword fight. Now you guys can sword fight.
have you ever
Mark
like,
Ribelay did this, man.
have you ever recorded yourself playing something just on your phone to be like, I'm gonna try not to forget this, and then you go back and listen to it and you're like, oh, who the fuck is that?
Hey, you know something? You know something real?
I feel alien to my own voice.
Every time I've recorded myself and I gave a fuck and I just let it go. Hey, don't say,
You You would be
But
absolutely
I
surprised
was saying,
how your
every time-
emotions
Every time I gave a fuck,
influence
I thought it was awesome.
your performance. Like your emotions immediately
and that's what I'm trying to
into
say.
your performance.
If you feel bad about it when you go into it, you're never going to lay nothing good down.
Well, I'll
Listen,
tell you all the basis of the world.
Never gonna lay
events.
nothing good down.
Even
You guys
Jason
can sing.
Catlett extorted his vocal parts to other people.
I will tell
Yeah.
all the
One of
basis
which
of
is
the
Nick
world. You
Gibbs.
guys
I'm
can
saying that if you can't do it,
sing. John, put that mic down.
It's
We
on
don't
you.
care. I
Get
preempted.
wrecked.
All right, so
are we done here?
So let's make sure that we find everything Sky Village. We find everything Rise Again. I mean, honestly, both bands.
It's good to see you, bro. It's good.
Rise
Check out-
Again, such great guys. Like
Rise Again, all the things that Dusty Grant's doing, all of those things together.
they pulled me out of a hole that like I can't even begin to describe to you. And it was like
I mean, it's honestly, it's a really refreshing feeling
Support those guys.
to watch you guys all play together, because from you to all of the members in that group, even if you're not backing up Dusty Grant's great, but Rise Again has a bunch of talented musicians that are a very
They do.
fun group to watch
do.
do music, and
Yeah.
so and anything that you are doing as far as Sky Village by himself, I'm telling you guys, check what they're doing. They are putting together great music. Jason Catlett is a great producer. Everything they're doing, make sure. Where can we find it all? Where's the best place to find all of your music?
all of my music.
Yeah, Sky Village. where
Yeah.
we can find it.
So I'm releasing with CD Baby, and that's putting off all platforms except for
Yeah.
Your mom.
all platforms at various different dates all across.
It's going to be everywhere. We'll put all the descriptions in this
yeah. So
podcast.
CD Baby like just kind of shoots it all
That's
out.
Linktree, bitch. Get with us. Get on all that stuff. Ben Chambers in the house.
That's me.
We got this motherfucker on lock. Let's cheers it one more time and call it a podcast.
Yep.
Support local music.
The Aaron and Austin Show is brought to you by Hotels, Wichita by EB, Kirby's Beer Store, Party Rockerz ICT, and Sacred Leaf.
the castle without laying a stone. Buried beneath, cut off, discarded, forgotten. I thought I was losing my world. I hated myself. Now I'm leaving you, cut off, discarded, forgotten. Six and soul sting in my memory and phantom pain. Six and soul sting in my memory and phantom pain. It all goes so cold. I'm barely hanging on to any piece of me. I need shelter from the storm. Only flesh and bone and a setting stone. I used to want your love. Now I just want you gone.
Last I grapple with thee. From hell's heart I stab at thee. For hate's sake I spit my last breath at